I'm back.
Life is funny. Trying to make a video about taking control of your thoughts. And my thoughts take control of me. It's funny, yesterday I got my ass beat up. Alright guys, so we're here, Charlotte, North Carolina, as always, jumping around the map. I was in Los Angeles last week. You guys got to see a little bit in the video on YouTube. I'm gonna share a little bit with you about the shit show that was my journey to Los Angeles. Because I want to be authentic with you guys and remind you that I'm still just a real person like you guys are. No matter the branding and the persona that you see online, I still struggle on a day-to-day basis with anxiety and stress just like the rest of you. And I hope that doesn't get lost in the shuffle there. So that's why I want to share this story with you, because I know it's something that each one of you can relate to in some aspect of your life. Sometimes the first person you got to beat is yourself. And I say that because often we find ourselves fighting a battle that's not real on the outside, it's only real within our head. And in order to kind of take the first step in that battle, you have to be able to acknowledge that your mind, what you're thinking, is not you. Your mind, the thoughts that flow through your brain is like a computer, a very, very powerful computer, okay? But your mind is like the operating system that controls the computer. Like Windows or Mac. The software is what controls it, right? Same thing with your mind versus your brain. So the first thing you have to understand is your mind is not you. You are in control of your mind. Just like you're in control of the Mac operating system that runs that little square thing you call your computer, you're also in control of your mind that runs your brain that controls your reality. You can reprogram it at any point that you want to, but it takes a decision. First thing you have to do is start to fight the negatives. Your mind comes pre-programmed in a negative fashion thanks to the society that we live in. The way that the world conditions you to believe that things are out to get you, right? That the worst case scenario is bound to happen. Society doesn't reciprocate the idea that you can have, be, and do anything and everything you want if you learn how to control your thoughts. So we're gonna scroll through some different footage, and unfortunately my camera didn't work with me while we were in Los Angeles. This is another piece to this perfect shit show that was this trip. At first, that is, and you'll hear what I mean by that. So my camera footage didn't work, so you'll get to hear some audio while we roll through some other things. And then we'll kind of cut back and I'll get back into it for you guys. You know, guys, I just had a thought that I felt like I should record, because since I got out here in LA, literally not one thing has gone right. Nothing. I put in a car reservation before I left, get to the car rental place, they decide that they don't want to take my debit card. Who knows why? I've used it before with them. Who knows why they decide? There's money in the account, whatever. So it's a big fucking headache. I'm like pissed off because I need the car in order to do all the shit that I came here to do. So I'm like, well, fuck. So then I lift to a dispensary and get a little weed, and that helps level out a little bit. I'm like, well, fuck, what am I gonna do? So I could go back to the hotel, or I go get a hotel, I should say. I'm like, all right, well, at least this process is always easy for me. So, this should be smooth. I get in there, and I got the travel pass thing with the discount or whatever, and then I go there and they're like, all right, well, you need to have it printed out. Like, I don't have it printed out, I have it on my phone. They're like, well, you can't show it on your phone, you have to print it out. I said, okay, no problem. Can I email it to you, just print it out? Oh, no, you can't do that. I can't accept it via email. I said, okay, well, you're not accepting it via email, you're just helping me out print it out, and then I'll give it to you that way. Nope, can't do that. There's a computer back there, though. You can go print it out. Oh, yeah, but it's going to charge you $30. What? It's going to charge me $30? Oh, well, it's going to put a $25 hold on your card, and then it's going to charge you for your time, and then whatever you print. So I spent like $35 on one single piece of paper, but I got the room finally. So then I'm like, I got to figure out something with the car. I call a couple different car agencies. I go to Budget. They're like, all right, yeah, we'll do it. We get there, and then card won't take the card. It declines. I'm like, what? Like, I know there's money in the account. Why does it decline? And so, like, there's really no reason why it declines. And it's like, She's like, well, if I try it again and it declines, then I'm not gonna be able to use this card. And it's like the only card I have to use. And so I'm like, well, fuck, man, like, try it, I don't have any choice. And so she runs the thing on a different machine and it works. I'm like, thank fucking God. So I finally get the car, call the dude I'm supposed to meet. He's like, damn, bro, my water heater just blew in the grow. And like, I can't meet you right now. Like, we're gonna have to get up tomorrow morning. I'm like, all right, yeah, bro, no worries. So then I order food. I order dinner. And my food order shows up, it's wrong. It's not what I ordered. Missing some things, it just wasn't right. So I laugh it off and eat what I was given, you know, okay, whatever. I'm like, all right, well, at least I'll save the rest of this for tomorrow. No, I won't, because there's not a fridge in the hotel room. All right, so then I go to sleep, and I wake up hella early because I'm still in the East Coast time, and I go to make some oatmeal, and guess what? No microwave. Yeah. So then I go downstairs, I'm like, I gotta fucking go to the gym. I gotta do something. So I go get in the car and try to pull out of the parking lot, and the gate won't work. It's like frozen. The gate won't come up. The screen on it's frozen. I'm like, oh, are you fucking kidding me? So then I go inside and I pay it at the front desk. I'm like, all right, just scan this now and it'll work. So I go back out, scan it. Doesn't fucking work. Scan it again. Doesn't fucking work. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? At this point, I'm so fucking annoyed. And I go back inside, and I'm like, bro, I just paid you for this. Why is it still not working? Like, I gotta go. I got things I gotta do. And then he gives me an attitude. I get up off his ass and walk outside. He's outside here, and he like fucks with it a couple times, and it finally works. And he's like, all you had to do is scan it. I'm like, no, that's not all you had to do is scan it, because I scanned it 3 times and that didn't happen like that. And I just watched you scan it twice and it didn't work. So that's obviously not all you had to do. He's like, got a fucking attitude. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, buddy. I'm like, close my door, hit the door on the fucking pole. But I share all of that to tell you that I'm pretty fucking excited, because all of that sucks. All of that shitty stuff, all of that stress and that pressure and the annoyance means something big, something good has to be happening, which means something that this meeting with Piff, with the Scotty Boys, is going to be big time. And I know that. And I share that all with you guys because I hope you can see that I truly struggle just like each and every one of you guys. I truly am not some naturally gifted anything. I'm fucking crazy just like the rest of you guys. I struggle with anxiety just like the rest of you guys. I struggle with these things, but the difference is I have learned to look at what's real outside of my head too, right? So my head's telling me if this sucks, fuck it, just go back to the airport and get on an airplane, just go back home, this shit fucking sucks, you don't even need this anyway, this shit is whack, every time you come out here now it's some bullshit, and I'm hearing all this bullshit, right? But thank God for Lauren, who is able to balance me and be my level head sometimes, and bring me back to reality, and then remind me like, hey, like, get your head out of your ass and make something different happen. So here we are on the way to the gym. I'm gonna get a workout in. I'm gonna change my energy. We're gonna kick ass the rest of the time that we're here. We're gonna make some fucking money, because that's what I came here to do. And then we're gonna go back home and we're gonna keep fucking rocking. And we're not gonna make excuses. We're not gonna talk any bullshit. No whining, none of that. No excuses, just adjustments. That's all I got for you guys. I needed to get off my chest, and I don't know where I'm gonna put this or where we're gonna share it, but it's some shit you guys need to hear. So, I'm sure through the process of hearing that story, it'll make you laugh, right? And hopefully it makes you guys realize that I'm a real person too. I struggle with stress and anxiety. I get knocked down too, but I take pride in being able to stand up and adjust myself, right? Adjust my vision, adjust my energy so that I can continue to move forward. You know, I was able to, through that scenario, embrace the suck, is something you hear me say a lot, and remind myself that something good is coming. Right? They're dealing with all that negativity, all the struggle, all the stress, something great has to be coming. You guys heard me touch on that a little bit. And it's something that I talk to Lauren about sometimes, is that, you know, instead of focusing on how shitty this situation is or how much this sucks, let's focus on how great the next thing is going to be because of the effort that the struggle that we're going through now, the effort that we're putting in now, right? So, I mean, but the first step is you have to beat your mind. Then the task gets much easier though. To quickly correlate it back to fitness, fasted cardio, everybody hates it. If somebody tells you they love fasted cardio, they're a fucking liar, right? But you know what? You gotta do it anyway. Once you beat your mind and understand it doesn't matter if I want to do it, I'm going to do it anyway, the task gets easier. I've been doing fasted cardio for the better part of a decade now because it's a habit. It's consistent. I beat my mind. Now the task gets easier. You have to take control. You have to be reminded that you are in control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are not in control of you. And if you want to change your reality around you, you can start by changing the thoughts inside your mind. You have to make a decision that no matter what your mind tells you, you'll accept no excuses. You're not going to take that weak bullshit, right? And you can see probably, or hear, I should say, through the trip in LA, how my mind is feeding me all these things that aren't true. And thank God that I have my beautiful, amazing girlfriend. I'm able to call Lauren and say, you know, babe, I fucking hate this, and like I don't even want to be here. I wish I hadn't came. This is all worthless. This sucks. And she says, Garrett, get your head out of your ass. All the stuff that you talk, like you have to adjust your energy. And I'm thankful for her. She, you know, helps me adjust my perspective and understand that if I want to get better, I have to make that same decision that I tell you guys to make, and I have to adjust my thoughts. Because sometimes your thoughts are your only opponent. Sometimes they're the only thing that's stopping you from your goals. The only thing that lies between you and where you want to be in life is the lies that your mind is telling you. They'll beat you up over and over again because your thoughts are not you. You are in control of them, so you have to change them. It's like a boxing match. Life's gonna beat you up sometimes. Your thoughts are gonna hit you over and over and over again. You have to be able to keep taking them. You have to be able to adjust. The thing about a fighter, about a boxer, this is why I've become enamored with boxing, is because you keep getting hit, and that's what makes you better. The best boxers in the world don't jump straight to a title fight. They get beat up over and over and over again. Mike Tyson trained since he was 9 years old, right? These guys have been getting hit over and over and over again, but as soon as you get hit in life, you give up. As soon as you get hit, your mind starts beating you up a little bit, you tap out, you fold. What kind of fortitude is that building? What kind of mental strength are you building through that process? You have to be able to take those hits over and over again. But you know what? The next time they throw that punch, you're able to duck right underneath it, right? And life is gonna keep throwing the punches, but the more that you take them, the better you'll get at taking them and rolling forward, okay? So that's part of the reason why I love boxing, right? Like I told you, they lose. They get beat over and over and over again. And then they lose some more, and that's what makes them better. Eventually their skill is honed, focused in by getting hit enough times. Same thing in life. You're getting better by getting hit over and over and over again. The more you get hit, the more prepared you come for the next time. You know, I don't give my dad much credit. When I was a kid, I had to lose weight for football. And I told you guys a story in the past, so I'll skim through it, but I used to have to sweat in the garage, trash bag suit. Middle of July, I had to lose 20 pounds to play football. And the one thing I would say of value I ever got from my father, he said, Garrett, when you don't want to do it, when you get the most out of it. This is everything I was talking about. You learn to control your thoughts, that's the ones that you get the most out of. The days that I don't want to come in here, the days that I drag my ass out of bed, I gotta fight all the negative thoughts, fight all the negative feelings, I gotta embrace the suck and get in here anyway. Always an incredible workout, always worth it. I promise you, the ones you don't want to do, the phone calls you don't want to make, the workouts you don't want to hit, the people that you don't want to talk to are every single thing you need to do right now. So get up off your ass and go get it done. So every time you find your mind beating you up, remember that you're in control of what's going on, right? Don't sit back and say, oh, this sucks, my mind's beating me up, these thoughts are terrible, I don't want to do this anymore. You step up and you say, I'm going to change what I'm feeling right now. Because sometimes you have to step back and say, what is real? This is something I tell Lauren all the time. It doesn't matter what you feel, what is real, okay? Because your mind is incorporating your feelings and it's gonna run you in a direction that's not even real. So step back and say, what is real? Are my thoughts real? Am I facing a real situation, or are my thoughts running me in a direction that's not even something I have to be facing right now? So here's some free sauce for you guys. When you start to identify these thoughts heading in the wrong direction, okay, and you feel your mind running the wrong way, count backwards from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then make a change. A physical change. Stand up, move around, jump up and down, do 5 push-ups, change your state, change your energy, change your thoughts, right? These things are not just physical principles, they go hand in hand with each other, guys. And so you see me in this gym working hard every day. This is where I come in and train my mind every day. But what you don't see is 5 a.m. sitting at the desk reading my book every morning. What you don't see is 5:30 a.m. putting in eating my breakfast, putting in my meditation time, focusing on my goals. What you don't see is 6 a.m. writing my goals down on paper every single day. You don't see the mental process, you see the physical process with my shirt off. Are you putting in the mental process every day so that you can control your thoughts the same way that you control your mind? I can't tell you how many men and women I know that are in great physical shape that are in terrible mental conditioning. Some of my best friends growing up look incredibly aesthetic. They look great. Mentally, they're nowhere. Mentally, they're accomplishing nothing. They're getting nothing done because they're not putting in the effort mentally. All they care about is how they look physically. Is that you? If you really want to control your thoughts, you really want to change your life, start putting in the effort, right? That's my free sauce for you guys today, okay? You put in the effort for your mind the same way that you put in for your body, the same way that you put for your wallet, and watch how your life changes. And here's a little secret. The other two things we mentioned, your body and your wallet, as you fix your mind, they'll both go upward as well. I'm about to jump in here and get this cardio in. I'm doing another show this week and I ain't really told you guys much, but I gotta get this fasted cardio because you know what? Get it done anyway. Even though we wake up, I'm like, man, this sucks, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I don't wanna do this, it's cold outside, whatever. Guess what? We still in this bitch as always. Until next week, I'm G Money and I'm out.
Time to run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check, no drip.